This model of the Vögele Super 1902 paver is in the colours of Van Wellen, which is a Belgian construction company partly owned by the Vancy Group. This particular version of the model is in a very limited edition of only 100 models, and it comes in standard Vögele packaging. And that includes a neat reprint of a Vögele brochure which has got plenty of photos of the real machine and also some technical information. The rest of the packaging is pretty standard. It consists of a couple of expanded polystyrene trays, and when you lift the lid the model is wrapped in some soft paper. Getting the model out just requires a little bit of unwrapping and then you can lift it out of the tray. There are no instructions supplied with the model, but it is fully assembled in the box, so there's nothing to do to put it on display. However, there is one other thing to do, and that's just remove a bit of packaging from under the canopy, and no end of fun can be had trying to get the packaging out in one piece. The only advice is not to try this after you've had a few drinks. The detail underneath is fairly simple, but there is a metal material spreading screw. The tracks are rubber and they're mounted on fairly simple looking frames, but they don't have any working rollers. At the front the material belt is metal and there are a couple of rollers for engaging a tipper truck. The top of the engine compartment is nicely modelled with grills and the graphics look very good. The operator's area is very high quality with metal handrails, a textured floor and a detailed operator's console. The screed is also very good. It's nearly all metal and there's lots of anti-slip surfacing. And at each end of the screed there is another very detailed control console. Well, you know what it's like when you've eaten something you shouldn't have. The model can be posed in a transport position with the canopy lowered to reduce the headroom, and it just opens up on a hinge. And the metal hopper sides also open and close to reduce the transport width and force material onto the belt. On the test track the paver performs very well because the rubber tracks bite and it rolls quite well. It's best to roll it in a straight line though, because otherwise the rubber tracks try to come off the sprockets. The screed is fully extendable for width and that's quite a nice mechanism. It's also possible to raise and lower the screed. That's controlled by some hydraulic cylinders and they are really very stiff, but it does mean that you can set any pose that you want to hold. So it's another feature that NZG have implemented well. There is also plenty of functionality in the operator's area. The seats on both sides can fold out so that the operator gets a better look forward, and as protection from the elements the canopy can be extended over the top of the seat. Because the machine can be operated from either side, the control console is on a rail so it can be slid in front of the relevant seat. This is an interesting little paver and it might make you wonder if the model could be used to spread icing on a cake. Well, if you are wondering that, perhaps you should make a visit to a psychiatrist. As a paver model, this is another high quality offering from NZG. It's got excellent detailing and many working features, and this particular version has an attractive colour scheme. It is a bit pricey, but if you can afford it, it's highly recommended.